Hey folks, welcome to Hero Handbooks number 4. Today, we'll dip into the other side of the hero spectrum, the tanks. While yes, there is technically a tank based on a TF2 character, I'm not making a video on her yet because she's boring and sucks. That is not my opinion, that is just objective fact. So, which tank am I discussing today? Well, we already talked about Junkrat in a previous video, which you should totally go watch by the way, so it's only right to give his canonical bodyguard his own video. So today, we'll discuss the overweight, unkillable, literal tank of a character that is Roadhog. Roadhog needs no introduction from me. Even if all you know of Overwatch is the cover art or the stuff from advertising, you'll still probably recognize this guy. He's a huge guy with a gas mask, an anchor, a shotgun, and an addiction to fumes, or whatever's in that ball. I don't know what it is, but he sure as hell loves it. Roadhog is what I would call an endurance tank. He does a lot of damage, like most tanks should, but he really shines in outlasting his opponents. In a one-on-one fight, Roadhog normally comes out on top. Through his variety of useful abilities, through his massive fucking shotgun, and through all that fat that probably transforms into health somehow, Roadhog is super hard to kill. So let's get into his abilities. His primary attack is his shotgun, that somehow has a long-range attack because that's obviously how shotguns work. He can either fire close range for high damage, or at mid-range, fire a ball that explodes into shrapnel after flying for a sec. Both attacks do good damage, this one just lets him adjust to where his attackers are.
Blown apart.
Double kill.
On to his first ability. Roadhog has this anchor, right? He really loves it. Or it's a hook. I prefer an anchor because literally spearing somebody in with an anchor sounds so much more brutal. And that's exactly what Roadhog does. He throws his anchor a decent distance, grabs whatever hero touches it first, and reels them in. No stunning, no fancy damage or whatever, it's just like a fishing rod. Except when fish are caught, they normally aren't blasted by a massive shotgun immediately. This ability gives Roadhog a tactical ability most tanks don't have. A tank generally just goes forward into the fight, shooting people, and that's about it. The biggest asset to a tank is its healer, and the biggest threat to a tank is a healer-tank combo. Most heroes just lose to that sort of thing. But what if you could remove the enemy healer from the situation entirely? Introducing the Flying Hook, the innovative new solution to those pesky healers, allows you, the customer, to grab them, reel them, and rock them. For just 3 small payments of your entire life savings and 100% of your dignity, you too can get those annoying healers out of your life and their own. Order now! Roadhog's next ability is a Ball of Healing. Really, it's just 600 points of health you can get whenever you activate it. This ability has an 8-second cooldown, and it's just really good. This means you can operate on a much less limited plane of existence. Again, uniquely, Roadhog can strike out on his own, more or less, and survive without a healer. You still shouldn't charge teams unaided, but you could probably escape or survive most 1v3 fights. This also means, with a healer or a team, you are ridiculously hard to kill. Like, so stupidly stubborn that your enemies will rage quit after you take triple your own health and damage and stay on your feet. Roadhog is just such a strange tank that most people aren't sure how to counter him. Technically, you can't attack while using this ability, but it takes maybe 2 seconds to use and most often heals faster than you take damage, so Finally, his ultimate. This is the one thing, folks, the one ultimate that above all others, even D.Va's massive explosion one, that can turn the tide in your favor almost any time. It can destroy tanks, teams, it doesn't just turn the table, it pushes the entire thing off a cliff. It is an automatic weapon with infinite ammo that lasts for 7 seconds. Doesn't sound like much, does it? Well, watch this. It can literally shove people off the objective and let you capture it. Just because you have a shotgun doesn't mean you can't also have an SMG with the power of a rocket launcher. So, Roadhog, here's a very important message for every team out there. Please, healers, I know what I said in my Moira video, but I need to change something. If your teammate is about to die, then yes, heal them. But if you have to choose between a damage hero dying and your tank dying, please heal the tank. The other heroes aren't meant to rely on healers, while a tank is literally meant to be the body shield that soaks all the damage. Healers, stick with your tanks, and stick behind your tanks. Don't charge ahead or away from them, because you will die, and your tank will probably die. With that said, Roadhog is meant to be that shield. He is wide, with tons of health, capable of soaking tons of damage. So let him take the hits, while you, his teammates, remove the threats as best you can. Don't make him fight alone. Tanks, even Roadhog, need teammates. That's all I got for you today, folks. Not gonna lie, I'm getting a bit burned out on Overwatch. So here's what I propose. I will post a vote on my channel with 3 different options for my next video. If nobody participates in the vote, then I'll pick myself. Regardless, my next video will not be about Overwatch. Thanks for watching, folks, and I hope you enjoyed. Have an excellent day.